Hey there, UltiZeta here. Welcome back to more Let's Play Pokémon Scarlet. In the last episode, we beat the game in an episode that might have been just barely over an hour. Oops! That's what happens when credits and big things are going on, I guess. But in this episode, it should hopefully be a little less long. Anyways, we got called to the director's office. So let's go see what Clavel wants with all of us. Because that's what he wants. He called everybody. Hello. Looks like the hero is finally here. Yeah, I know, sorry, it was a different episode. We're in for an earful. He's not angry at us at all. We shut down the Professor's Chime Machine and prevented the ancient Pokemon from running rampant across Paldea. We entered a strictly off-limits area, and that was regrettable. This was necessary to protect Paldea and its precious ecosystems. He's willing to overlook that particular point. Also, we were invited by the Professor, who is actually an authority figure, technically. And I don't know if it's known that it was, like, a false person, you know? So it's like, it's this weird situation of, like, is it really, like, that we illegally trespass in a restricted area if, like, we were told, hey, please come here from the person who owns the area, essentially? Or at least the leading person in, like, that area is, I don't know, you know what is going on. Or something, everybody's gonna get a Master Ball. Yay. You can count on me. I'm gonna go catch things. Master Arvin, sorry to hear about the Professor. Ah, well. Yeah, it was pretty rough when I found out my mom had died, but weirdly enough, my head actually feels clear now, for the first time in ages. And the greater I got to learn a bit about my mom's research and what she was trying to achieve down there. Guess you're building something as mind-blowing as a time machine. That takes priority over showering your son with attention, huh? All I know is I'm done feeling like some sort of lost little kid. Done. It's time to say goodbye and move on. I'm going to enjoy every last day till graduation with my buds here, and my boss, of course. I must remind you that you're nowhere near enough credits to graduate. You'll need to study frantically to catch up, but I have every expectation of your success. Don't worry, I haven't taken a single class, and I never will, because this school is stupid. We should hold a Pokémon battle contest. Classic Nimona. It's funny that Penny has known Nimona for, like, maybe 2 hours tops, and yet, and yet, like, she's already like, I know your deal. Your own vested interests in such a venture are more than apparent, Miss Nimona. I think it's a fine idea. Understand a large-scale event will be quite beyond us. We have many other school activities to keep an eye on. But somebody's here. It's Gita, who's just listening to us for some reason. Stalker woman. Everybody in this game is a stalker. No wonder why she was like, I'm going to absolve you of all your crimes, Penny. I'm also into everything that you've done. Pokemon League will, of course, happily lend a hand in organizing this contest. For some reason. A most kind offer, Chairwoman Gita. I do everything in my power to nurture young and up-and-coming talent. But that's not to say only the youth have promise when it comes to Pokemon battles. A former gym leader, the developer of the Pokédex app, this academy clearly counts many skilled trainers of Pokemon among its staff. And as such, my suggestion is as follows. Students and staff should compete for the title of strongest trainer at the academy. We get to battle the teachers! Yay! All the teachers we met along the way. All of them. Every single one. She's the chairwoman of the school board as well as the Pokemon League. Oh, okay. I guess that explains why the Pokemon League is allowed to do this. Thank you for the invitation, Champion Nimona. I would gladly take up your kind officer to compete alongside you as all, but I'm afraid my schedule is already packed tight with work I must simply attend to. I suppose I might be able to participate if Champion Ulti would agree to lend me a hand with my work. I'd be happy to help. Excellent answer. Much obliged, Champion Ulti. Go out and inspect Paldea's various gyms in my stead. Are they fulfilling their duties as a beacon of strength and aspiration for all those aiming to achieve champion rank? Bring my full might as a champion to bear against each of the gym leaders and test their prowess in battle. Okay, so all-out battles with the gyms. He wants to discuss with Penny how to patch the weaknesses in our league point system. There's a bunch of anime I missed that I was just gonna binge. Thank you in advance for your willing and eager cooperation. I'll do it. I'll help. Oh no, she doesn't get to watch anime. Okay, so... I forgot this was a thing. Arvin doesn't do anything. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, I forgot this was a thing entirely. I never did it. is the thing. I remembered there being, you know, like this, like, side questy type thing with that, because like you know, there's usually like a big tournament. That's what Gen 8 did. I forgot that you had to go refight all 8 gym leaders in order to activate it, though. And that is going to add an extra episode or two to my predictions, I think, on how long this is all going to go on for. But I might do that pretty soon. For now, though, that's not what this episode is going to be. This episode is instead... I'm pressing the wrong buttons. I'm still pressing the wrong buttons. This episode, I'm going to be searching around for... Actually, hold on. I'm going to be searching around for... If you'll recall, I found those stakes in the ground once or twice that you pull up, and it's like, hey, the mysterious stake crumbled, and I was like, oh, these are for legendary Pokemon. You have to fight a bunch of them in the world. That's what I'm going to be doing in this episode. I'm going to be getting all those stakes and doing what and doing that whole side quest. I'm going to get all, You guys saw that one, right? There was just a mysterious T-posing man here who vanished when I got close to him. Ah, this game. This game is a game. It is a video game. Where the hell is Delibird's store? I need to buy, like, fucking things. I mean, I guess I can just buy balls here as well. $60 will probably be enough. Okay. Because, you know, I'm gonna be going for catching stuff. It makes sense. So I guess I don't really need to find Delibird place, but it's really annoying that I still, every single time I'm like, I want to find the Delibird thing, the Delibird store. It's so hard to find. Here it is. Okay, so I would have been able to buy the exact same things here for the exact same prices, so that's not any different. Let's check battle items. Now that we've beaten the game, there's more that we can get here. So that's neat. The choice items are very good, I just don't have a ton of money. I'll hang on to that for now. Anything good in general goods? Yeah, I'm fine. Alright. I just wanted to see, because I knew there were... Thanks for that camera. I knew there was going to be stuff to buy. Alright. Now that that's taken care of, I'm not entirely sure exactly how this is going to work, but I'm probably just going to be cutting around to stuff, so... Alright. Map is organized, so I'm gonna warp over here, and I'm gonna start getting... No, they're a little more condensed over here, so I think this is fine. I haven't gotten this. Okay, whatever. Alright. So this is the kind of thing where it's like you want to really, like... I got a map open of where all these things are, because mainly for the sake of, like, speeding it up. I could just look around all on my own, but, like, I want this to be fast and easy. So there should be one, like, here-ish. I don't fucking care about goddamn Wooper! So I'm basically just gonna... Yeah, here we go. Oh, nope, that's an item. Pollen Puff. Well, I'm basically gonna, like, just, like, cut around to when I find all of the stakes, is the point. That's what I'm trying to make. Because, like, I've got 4 legendaries to catch, and there's 8 stakes for each of these guys. Maybe the stake is in here. So I've got all these things to do. It's gonna take some time, of course. And so, because of that, it's like... I don't know. Because of that, it's like, if I don't cut things around, it's going to just take a long time. But that's my point. That's what I'm trying to say. So, as much as I want to just keep talking while I explore, I mean, on the one hand, it does make sense to talk when the episode has just first started, but on the other hand, it's like, if I keep talking, it's just going to take forever in this episode, and I don't want another hour-long episode. So, I'm going to cut to when I find this stake that I'm looking for, as the textures warp in front of my face. Here we go, here's the stake. You can do a fun little thing by putting signs on your mini-map. So I'm gonna be doing that to find these stakes and help me get them. Alright, so here's one stake. Yippee-ki-yay. And now the next one. I'll look at the map. And reorder it so that it's facing north. The next one's like somewhere about here-ish. Okay, we're coming up on wherever it is, and here it is, right here, right over here. Very nice and easy. Okay. I'm gonna keep pausing in the wrong button. And the next one that I'm looking for is gonna be... Looks like it's at the top of this. Okay, climbing to the top of this. Am I correct? Either right here. Do I have to do anything else? Apparently I'm still climbing the top. I arrived at my destination. Is it at the very top? Is it at the very top? Yes, indeed it is! Hooray. Are you sick of this cutscene yet? You're gonna get to see it a whole lot more times. Why was there a Gimmighoul? Here's a Gimmighoul. Alright. Next stake. I'm going to pause the wrong button every single time. Okay, the next stake is about up here. This is awfully convenient. Okay, that was, like, really easy to get to. That was incredibly easy to get to, wow. And hey, look, another Gimmighoul. At least I saw that one this time. I'm glad I discovered this map feature. It's definitely helpful. I probably knew about it before. I knew you could, like, set, like, the destination before. I just didn't realize you could do that to someplace that is just completely irrelevant. Alright. There's a couple more this way, so... One right by this. Oh yeah, picnicking. I have kind of ignored that entirely. Oh, okay, wow. So that stake really is just right by... I was like, oh, there's this thing in the way. I shouldn't... it's a little to the left of this area, but no, it's like literally right next to it. Give me the LP. And everything vanishes. Okay. Next one is like here-ish. Oh, hey! I can finally get this item. Okay, so I looked on the map, and where I flew to actually had a stake immediately right next to it. I didn't even realize, like, I was just like, oh, this is the flying point here. But yeah, there's a stake right there by the town of Artisan. And now I'll go to my destination. There it is. On that little side bit. It's nice that you can see them from a distance, because, you know, let's be real here. Not everything in this game you can see from a distance. Alright, that's number 7. And the last one is right by the door where you find this guy. So that's why I saved it for last. I'm smart like that. Alright, so we want to go all the way down, right by this lake. Oh, here we go. Okay, this is higher up on the map than it looks like. Okay. At least I knew the general area to look for. Alright, well, if you didn't know there was a shrine, I guess that tells you there's a shrine. Alright, so the door is, like, here-ish? Oh, it's right here. Okay, it's in this wall. Alright. Okay, so now it's time for our first... these guys have a name, but I don't know the name of it. Like, a group name. So, it's time to fight our first one of them. So we're gonna be trying to catch Pokémon right now. You don't... What happened to Thunder Wave? We're gonna use paralysis stuff. Do I have a Thunder Wave TM? Evidently not. Wild. Okay. This could lead with paralysis, so... Maybe that's what I hope for? I don't know. Anyways, I'm pretty certain I've got a TM for False Swipe, right? Doesn't seem like it. I'm gonna have to raw dog it. Okay. Oh, well, I've done worse. Alright. It's been 30 minutes of my recording. Hopefully more like 15 of the episode. Just gonna be saving a bunch to make sure. Alright. We walk up the thing. I touch the shrine. Hello, here's my hand. Rumble, rumble, rumble. Kerbang. No animation of the thing falling apart. Or the Pokemon just... It's just here. Because Pokemon loves its fade to blacks. Anyways, Dusty Leaf Pile Snail. This guy is named Wo-Chien. Okay. I'm faster than you, haha. Hell yeah! That's a good paralysis. I forgot to use a quick ball, but that's okay. Alright, I should be good to hit you with another one of those. I'm faster than the snail! I've never heard this song before. I've used Ruination. Ouch. Alright. I wonder if a dust ball would work here, because it's late at night. Time of day. I don't know, let's try. Okay, well... This is how this works now. It's catching a legendary, so I will see you guys when the ball works. And, you can see I have 6 of these guys, I've got 55 of these guys, and I got 96 of these guys, so you'll be able to do the math if you want to see how long it takes me. Maybe I will stick around though, because I've never heard this song before. It's neat. Also, all these guys have very weird-ass names. Half of which are, like... Because you can see it's Wo-Chien. Like, half of them use, like, the same, like... half of those, like, words. But, like, in the other spot. So there's another one called Chien Pao. And stuff like that. And so I don't know the name... I vaguely know the names of these 4. But I can't tell you which one is which, except Chien Pao. And I don't know, they all have weird names. I can't tell you much about most of them. But I like this music. I've never gotten any of them before. This is the first time I've ever, like, bothered to do this. Although I will say, like, using the map, it's so easy to get these things that I'm kind of surprised I never bothered the first time around. I guess I just overestimated how long it was going to take. Anyways, this guy seems to be grass type, so having a grass dragon out is pretty nice. I'm not timer ball worthy yet, so let's just use ultra balls. Doesn't like ultra balls. Gaining very, very slightly in health. But that's okay. Okay, I feel like at this point I've said everything I possibly can, so I'm just gonna see you when a ball works. Alright, I was finally like, okay, I think now is the point where Ultra Balls are less effective than Timer Balls. So I was like, I'll throw one Timer Ball, and I got it. We have Wo-Chien now. He's snail. Okay. That's one down. Next up... Let's take care of this one. So there's gonna be a guy right here. Okay, here's the first of the blue steaks. Don't eat your steak if it's blue. I don't think that would be very healthy. Alright. Next of the blue steaks. There's one all the way over here. There it is. Just climbing this mountain over here, and it's like all the way down here. Excuse me, everybody. Got an important thing to get. Okay, next up is one right by this thing. Okay, we're flying all the way over here. I don't think I've ever been here before, but I don't think it really matters to me. It should be right over here. Impidimp is over here. Good for it. Looks like this one's not right next to the big special thingy, but that means it's probably just right up here. Why did... I didn't even press the button to, like... And it put me back down. What the hell just happened? I didn't even press the dismount button. It just automatically dismounted me. That is the first I've ever seen that happen. There it is. I wish you didn't land with like a Mario 64-esque like thump and you could just like keep going and keep your momentum, but whatever. Alright. I'm gonna go for the most northern one next. Because that one's all the way up here. Couple big glides later, it should be around here-ish. There it is. Gotcha. Are you tired of this cutscene yet? Okay, next. One, like, right in the middle of this. I think... I'm just kind of looking at, like, the area that I'm just, like, in, and I'm like... Sometimes it kind of reminds me, I get reminded and hit with, like, this thought of, like, oh, yeah, this is supposed to be a modern-day video game, and it does not look like it. I know, again, it's, you know, the obvious thing to point out about this game. But sometimes it just hits, you know? Sometimes you just get reminded, oh yeah, this game doesn't exactly look the greatest. And all I can do is hope that Generation 10 looks better. Alright, next on the list. I got the one that was down here, so next up would be the one that's right around here-ish. I'm gonna grab that Pokemon Center before I go. Is it not high up? Is it down low? Might be down low. is where I set the destination marker, but this is not where it appears to immediately be. Usually they're high up and hard to reach spots. They want you to come here during times of, like, you know, you have all the Koraidon abilities. So a lot of them are like, climb, you know? It keeps kicking me up when I'm on these things sometimes. I didn't press anything. I was trying to pause and it wouldn't let me. I was like, huh, that's weird. And then it just deleted me again. So where exactly am I? I'm right by... Okay, I'm right here. Yeah, it should be like right here-ish. Maybe a little closer to here? I don't know, it's very vague on the map. All I have is a giant icon of a fish. Oh, yeah, okay, right over here. Over here is the next one that I'm going to go to. Don't exactly have a great fly point, so I'm just going to stick with where I'm at. Okay, here's the next one. Exactly where I put the marker. Okay. Apparently, you're not allowed to dive onto this platform, even though there's an item on it. There we go. At least there was a failsafe for that. I'm encountering a lot of weird failsafes for Koraidon right now. Alright, and now one more remains. Like last time, it's right in front of the gate, and it's right about here-ish? I think it's here, and then the gate's there. Looks like Hall Osha encountered my exact same glitch. Alright, here's the last one. Just have to climb around the big giant spiky mountain to make sure that I don't randomly get deleted off of the existence of Koraidon. Alright. Presumably that means the shrine is that away. Though I think it's more like down there. I'm falling anyway. Okay, well the shrine's not over here. Which is weird, because this layer kind of looks like it is on the map. Damn, that's hard to fucking find. I zoomed in on the map, and I was like, what? I zoomed in on the map, and I still was like, what the hell are you talking about? There's a thing here. And it's in a cave, apparently, in the water, and also not in all the direction that Koraidon looked at, so I don't know why I looked in a weird direction here. Anyways, there's a whole bunch of guys here I'm gonna save before I fight. Okay, finally found this dude. Jesus Christ, this was harder to find than everything else. I had a map for it and everything, and it was still the hardest thing to find. There we go. It has now been an hour and 3 minutes into this recording. I hope it's more like 30. Splashy! It's a goldfish! Apparently this is like the most devastating one of these four. Beads of Ruin. Weaken the special defense of all surrounding Pokémon. Let's hope I can paralyze you. Use Lava Plume. That's going to do neutral damage to me. Hell yeah, I'm getting good luck on these paralyses. I once again forgot to... I once again forgot to use a Quick Ball, but that's fine. Alright, so I think this thing's... Oh, you have balance. That's just annoying. Well, fine then, I guess. What a goddamn waste of a point. Cool. Thanks for wasting my time. Alright, I'm gonna meet you when I have caught this thing. Apparently this one's like the strongest one in meta, or something like that. Like, competitive game meta. I don't really know why. I don't know anything about these things. I don't pay attention to competitive Pokemon. I just know that people feared this goldfish. Why? I don't know. Maybe they forgot to feed it. These guys really just like timer balls. That's what I'm learning. They really like timer balls. Alright. Chi-Yu. Goldfish. Okay. Next on the list, next on the docket. We're done over this way, so now let's do the ones over here. Starting with, there's one right here. Okay, I've climbed all the way up to the snow. Hey look, it's Spiritomb. Just hanging out here. Is that it? It's sparkly. Yeah, I think this is it. Okay. Sneaky. Are you sure there's a black stake driven into the ground? Okay. Next. There's one literally on this island. I might have gotten it already, but I'll check. This is the grouping of, like... This is the group where I think I've already gotten a couple. I definitely see on the map that I'm using the one that's like in the cave by the desert. The one that was like, oh, you could just drop down this hole and it's where the thing is, and it's when I was trying to find the Gimmighoul coins, you know. Alright, if there's nothing here, I'm going to. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything here. I think I got this one already. I mean, it would make sense for me to have gotten this one. I've already been here before. There is one on this tiny island, though. So I'll just go to this one next. Assuming I didn't also already get this one. I don't know. I don't remember exactly how many of these I've gotten. Okay, I did not get this one. Glad I checked. The next one that I'm looking for appears to be all the way over here. I don't have a good spot for it, so I'm just going to go swimming. No, okay. I was gonna say, I was expecting it to be at the top of this rock structure. It turns out it's not. It's just ever so slightly to the side. Okay, next one is down over by this. Okay, this one is right up here. Voila. There's one all the way over here. The camera was weird. I was trying to look around and then, like, other things happened. Oh, hey! Gimmighoul's on a surfboard. I forgot that Gimmighoul gets, like, a golden coin surfboard. Can I learn surf? I might be able to learn surf in that regard. Alright, here's the thing. Hooray. Oh, and we already got it. Alright, so that was the last one. So we got the other two that were necessary. Alright, so the shrine... Shrine is all the way up here. Didn't exactly get the last one of this batch, like, in a convenient spot, relatively, but it was all, this batch was also weird because I didn't know exactly which ones that I already gotten. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, and there it is. See, that one was so much easier to find. Chi-Yu or whatever the goldfish one was, like, it was just... Why was it so out of the way? Alright, I do not like that you can't just auto-heal from the dead. Alright. Let's hope I get good paralysis luck. Alright, fade to black as per always, and we have Moose. I always forget this one exists. What's this one? Tinglu? Maybe? I think we haven't seen that name yet. Tinglu, yeah, okay. Stomping Tantrum. Okay, not very effective, that's fine. Not getting paralysis look. I think I can hit it one more time. There we go. Last chance. Hell yeah. Okay. And now, as per usual, I will see you when balls work on this thing. Okay, this is the most cooperative one in the world. That works too. Thank you, Tinglu. Works for me. Alright, I'm going to name him... Moose. Can you tell that I don't really take these guys seriously? I don't care about them, is my thing. They exist, and I acknowledge that, but I don't care about them. Alright. One more to get. And the first one of these things, we have already, gotten the marker for. Or at least, we've gotten at least one of the markings for. This is the one where, in this water dim town, there was one like in the back end of it. This is what this one is for. The next one of which is right about here. Which is right by the Pokemon League, so I'll fly to the Pokemon League. Okay, should be right about here-ish. Somewhere. Aha! Tucked away in the corner. Next one's also decently close by to this. It's about here-ish? I think that's right, based on what I'm seeing on the map. Tree! Okay, it was a flittle, apparently. I hate... Why do you function like this, game? Why is there just not, like, a basic, like, 3-second cooldown from running? Okay, here it is, all the way up here. Okay. Alright, so those are the upper three. The next bunch are all a little bit lower, so I'm gonna go in them in like the order that's going to take me to the area, because it kind of like they kind of like function in like a straight line. I'm gonna be going like this way, and then the gate's over here. So I'm just gonna start by going over there. Tactical airdrop! I don't see a thing. View is higher up? It should be around here. The map icon is literally directly... Oh, there it is, okay. It just didn't load in from this distance. Alright, it's once again a little sneaky. Okay. Next up is right exactly by this fly point. So I might have already gotten this one. But potentially maybe not, because I came here for a Gimmighoul, and I might have just not thought to look for a stake either. I'll do a quick once over around here. You know, glancing around. If I don't find anything, I can just, you know, very easily fly back here. But it's supposed to be right by this thing, and I don't see anything. I don't remember. I mean, this was in a point when I was, like, already, like, flying around rapidly for stuff. So if I'm not seeing it here in an obvious point, I'll just come back later. If it turns out the last one I get is not the last one that I've gotten, you know? So the next one... This is fine anyway to fly over here, because, like, this is the closest fly point, and the next one is, like, right here-ish? It's, like, ever so slightly to the upper right of that, so it should be right there. So, I would have been flying there anyway, is the point. Okay, I'm gonna glance around up top first. see anything up top here. Is this one I already also got? I remember coming over this way. I remember this pathway. I don't know. It's hard to tell when I don't remember these things. Some of these things I do remember, others I don't. Alternatively, it's possible that there's a cave around here that it would just be in, so... I don't know, if I haven't... I have 2 now to kind of examine. This Mankey wasn't here, just let me fucking run! I don't want to be fighting things! They're level 15, it's really easy, repels don't exist in this game. I just want to be moving around. You make it so difficult for me, game. It's so easy to accidentally run into a tiny-ass thing, and then when you try and run, it's like, oh, by the way, there's another thing right where we spawned you, so now you have to fight that thing and run away from that thing. It's whatever. Okay, so this one, it seems that I already got as well. The next one is now over here-ish. So again, this was the whole point. It's like it was going to be like a direct straight line. I'm going to keep going forward in these exact ways. It's not like there's fly points anyway in between most of this stuff. Okay, I haven't gotten this one. This one at least, you know, is notable. Glowing orange. Alright. Alright. Now, there should be one more if I did get the other ones. And this last one is... looks like it's right here. There it is. Alright. Please be the last one. Please be the last one I'm missing. Otherwise, I missed one of those other 2, and I don't know which one. Fuck. Okay, I missed one of the other 2. Okay, that's a problem. Okay, here's my thought. There's a cave that leads to that exact spot. So I'm gonna glance around over here, just because, like, if there's a cave, it's probably underground, so I'm gonna look, like, for holes in the wall? Maybe? Yeah! Okay. Clever thinking. This was the only thing that made any degree of sense to me. There it is. Man, that's mean for a top-down map. What the hell am I... Okay. That is so mean for a top-down map. Okay. The mystery's been solved. I knew it had to be this one, because I looked over everything, and I absolutely remember getting the one in the town. Okay, that's the last map. Okay, so those are the faults with using top-down, especially because, like, it doesn't even tell you anything. Cucumber. It's pointing me in that direction for some reason. But yeah, yikes. Alright, well, now, the thing is, like, right here. So. I'll meet you there. Oh, I was here already. What am I fucking... I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. Stop existing everything, please. Stop spawning things on me. Stop spawning things that are tiny and impossible to see. And let me just move past them. Okay, here it is. Okay. Upper ledge. Okay, fine. Finally. Quit complaining about nimbles. Open the yellow door. Rattle, rattle, rumble, rumble. Kerbang. And last but not least, Chen Pao, the cat. It goes cut, cut. Fun fact, I haven't mentioned it, but I do have shinies of all of these guys because not that you can actually like get them right now. For once, I'm gonna remember to use a quick ball. Not that you can, like, shiny hunt these things, but because Game Freak put out a bunch of events for just getting these guys in general. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, no paralysis for me on this guy. That's a little awkward. Everything I have is very strong, so I'm not sure what I can use. I guess Crunch, maybe? I think it is Dark type as well, so I don't think Dark's gonna be strong on Dark. But either way, Nintendo and Game Freak gave out shinies of all these guys. And Shanpao's always makes me really funny because it's just really long. This is a really long cube-like cat. And it's colored brown. So I affectionately call it the Poop Cat. You're welcome for this. Anyway, that didn't paralyze it at all. Aw, but I was about to say, but it didn't matter. No, it does matter. Because of the fence falling, I'm kind of really afraid to try and attack it again, so I think at this point I will be just throwing balls at it. Not a poop cat. It's a white cat. But you know what? Hey, at least the shiny didn't get colored yellow. Okay, there we go. No paralysis necessary. We got Qianpao. It can control 100 tons of fallen snow. I'll name it Leper. And there we go. That's the 4 Ruiny Treasure Dudes. I think their name's something along those lines. Hooray. Okay, well, that was a long and semi-arduous task. Took me an hour and 40 minutes of recording. Hopefully, that's more like 40 minutes of a video. With that having been said and done, I'm gonna fly, like, here. And I'm gonna meet you guys on the way to Area 0. Actually, no. Next episode, I have other things to do. Next episode, I decided is going to be the thing I recorded a long time ago of me getting some extra bonus legendaries. So I'll explain that in the next episode. And then 2 episodes later, we'll meet you guys here in modern-day current existing Pokemon. Yay.